Welcome to Cre8tiverse, your home of innovation, creation, and inspiration. In this class, we're going to be designing this book from start to finish. In the earlier class, we designed this together, a brochure. Let me maximize it. This was the front page, the inside spread, and the last page. But in this class, we're going to be looking at this together. This is the front page, and then the inside spread. Okay, we're going to be looking at how to make a table of contents, prologue. We're going to be looking at the text wrap, the drop cap, how to use the character style, the paragraph style. We design all of this up until the back page, as you can see here on the screen. Now, earlier when we designed this together, I taught you how to link InDesign with Photoshop and Illustrator. So in this course, presently, we're not going to be doing anything with Illustrator and Photoshop. I want to believe that if you follow through when we design this together, you know how to link InDesign with Photoshop and Illustrator. So we're going to be learning things like the pagination and other things that was not covered up here when we designed this. Okay, so we are going to be playing around with our text. If you click this document here contains everything you need about the course, instructions, more like a content audit or a design brief where you see all the prologue, the workshop, the chapters, and everything that we need to just copy and paste into our InDesign. This was designed this way to make sure everything will be easy and so that we can have a seamless flow in this course. Now, all the assets you need to flow well in this course is in the downloadable link in the comment section or in the description below. Be sure to check that out. And also, if you don't see the link, you can email me at cre8tiverse@gmail.com and I'll get all the assets across to you. So I believe with all of this, you are good to go. Now take note that this course is designed in a way whereby we are assuming that you went through with us when we taught this. So we're not going to be explaining some things that were covered up in this course. If you haven't checked out this course, please be sure to check it out so that you can flow well with this. But as far as this is concerned, we are going to try our best to make sure it is beginner friendly as possible. Alright, so if this describes what you want and you're ready to begin the course, let's dive straight into it. So to begin, I'm going to hit Ctrl N. Alright, so here we have all of these tabs, the recent, okay, or other things I've designed in the past. We have the saved, let's see if I've saved any, which I think I haven't. And we have the print. So I'm going to be using A4, click it once. Then I like using millimeters. Okay, so we're going to use, let's start with 20 pages. We can add them up later on. We have the parameters frame. I'm not going to be using parameters frame for this, but if you want, you can use this. But it's word of note to make your choice or to be sure whether you're going to be using the parameters frame, because later on it will be difficult or not possible to change it back. So I'm not using the parameters frame. Start at 1, okay. So column should be 1. Column growth, I'm going to assume this default. Now for my margins, if you come in here, I have some informations that should be of help. For my margin, I want to use top 25, bottom 25, outside 20, inside 25. So top and bottom are the same, 25, 25. So let's go. Margins 25. Okay. Here it will be 20. Okay. I'm going to disconnect because I'm going to be using something different for my inside and outside. So let's see again. Okay. My outside is 20, my inside is 25. So my outside, I think 20. Let me check. Okay, outside 20. Alright, so we're good to go with this setup here. Next, for my bleed, I'm going to use 3. Alright, so for my bleed, I'm coming down here. Yours might be collapsed like this. So to get it back, you click it, you have your margins, click this, you have your bleed and your slug. So I'm going to use 3 for my bleed. I think that should work for me presently. Then slug, I'll leave it at 0. So all of this has been explained in detail in the first course in InDesign. I explained everything you need to know here, from your units to facing pages, to parameters, frame, to columns, column gutter, margins, slug, and bleed. All of these were covered in detail. So if you're confused why we're choosing all of this, be sure to check that out. So I think with this, I'm good to go. Okay, and let's click create and save. Alright, so this is what I have presently. So I'm going to be working with this for a start. If there's need, I might need to modify. Okay, so to bring this into perspective, let me take this up here a bit. Okay. Okay. When you click this here, if you observe, or when you click this, if you observe, we have the front page, which is just, of course, a front page is going to be one, not a spread. You come here, you have a spread. This is what we call a spread. Okay. When you come here, we have front page, then we have this, more like when you open up the book. Okay, the left page will not be carrying anything because it's going to be the back of this front page. So I'm going to be having the dedication. Then this is like the preliminary page. As you can see, Shift W. You can see it's Roman numerals, preliminary page, here to preliminary, and then we have the chapter. I'm using Shift W to maximize and minimize this. Okay, so I will want this to end here so that chapter 1 will begin with a single page and not a spread. So let's achieve that in InDesign. So I'll come back here. Looking at this carefully, I cannot move this around. It's not possible presently. Okay, so what should we do to correct this? I'll just come in here, go to my uncheck allow document pages to shuffle. Click that. So with this now I can move this up, move this here, can play around with it until I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to undo all of this. I want to be sure it's unchecked. That is this, allow document pages to shuffle. I will come in here. I need single page. So I'm going to click this page, right click and delete the page. Okay, so single for my front, then this here. So my preliminary pages will end on page 6. So here should be single. So click here, right click. I'm going to delete the pages. So front page, right? My preliminary pages will run from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to be having my chapter beginning from here, as you can see, chapter 1 all the way down to the end where I will have my back page. So basically this is good enough for us. We're going to be using this in this book, and I think that is good enough for our page setup or document setup. Alright, so now that we're done with this, we're going to file, okay, file, save as. We're going to be calling this train, maybe train 2. We're going to be saving this, very important. I'm sure to check. Okay, so it is saved here as train 2. So that will bring us to the end of this class. In the next class, we're going to begin with designing our front page, as you can see here on the screen. Okay, see you in the next class. Thank you. Bye.